at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one caught by Ridley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Falcons.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Set him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 15. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Fournette.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Fournette. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 45 to
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now this time, Brady will throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Fournette, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 5-4. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Right there. 54, right there. Hey, Alabama.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he is all the way up past the 25. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. On fourth down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt.
For the Falcons.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
At their own 2-yard
Excellent
line.
Placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he's got some space here. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Watch the road. Watch the word. 45. 45. Mike, 45.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Check 3.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Wait, 20. Easy. 72.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flushed out right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Mike 54. Mike 54. And I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 56.
Shotgun now for Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The kickoff for the Falcons.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gurley. And out of bounds right around the 20. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Gurley. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 14. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
54.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Point after here coming up. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Buccaneers 6.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Fournette. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Grady Jarrett.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw on 3rd down, Brady. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over.
3-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
Julio Jones. 77 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Sterling Richter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And that one will bounce. to the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he stopped immediately there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's got Evans. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
8 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 50, 30, 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 84 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Buccaneers 6. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
9-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
56. 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
After the sack on first down, Brady, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some space here. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
By the Falcons.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
On first down, it's Gurley. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Number 21, Todd Gurley.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike 5-4.
Again, they run with Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Falcons, their playoff chances take an uptick.